Welcome in everybody to our playthrough of The Evil Within. Now this was streamed live over at twitch.tv/SkullfishX, where we are going live every day at 6 p.m. Eastern for the month of October. The general theme of the games we're playing are horror or horror related, and we kicked this month off with The Evil Within. As the time of this video going live, we've completed The Evil Within's main game, and as of right now, we're going to be starting the DLC and finishing up our New Game Plus playthrough, just going through and trying to get up and clean up some scraggly older achievements. So go ahead, grab yourself a little snack, sit back, relax, and enjoy. We're going to click continue because it's just a new game that's happened that I set up and put all the settings for, and we're going to cross our fingers that it doesn't do this weird laggy thing. Naming stuff was what struck down that score. Naming stuff is silly. Naming stuff is silly. Naming stuff is probably the one thing that is important really for you to get a grasp on naming things. But 9 times out of 10, any complex molecule is just going to have either like a generic name or a known chemical name, right? That you won't need to have to list out, right? Like 6-fluoro, 8-benzyl, 9-propyl. Hello, Mild Spicy. Welcome in. Happy Wednesday.
He beats the ghost of that doctor who went schizo and chopped up all those patients.
That's not what happened.
So if anything needs to change audio-wise, please let me know.
Some kind of scandal?
Still, gives you the creeps, doesn't it?
Long time no see is right.
Joseph.
Feels good to be back in the saddle.
It's a
We've moved.
I believe
No longer in Arizona, now in Pennsylvania. Thank God. I've spent the last week just kind of intermittently going outside.
184. What's the situation?
And you can do that in Pennsylvania. It's crazy.
Is there any...
And now we're going to be playing The Evil Within. This game originally released in 2014. October 2014. And I love this
Junior
game.
Detective Kickin.
I got a new knife!
Thoughts?
Nothing yet. I'm sure
Neodymium 3 sulfate is ND2SO43. Well, because neodymium 3 makes it a 3+ charge, sulfate is a 2- charge. So, 2 to 3, yes. Yes. Because you have sulfates and sulfites. You don't really see a lot of sulfites, though. It's really just sulfates.
What do you mean?
Nitrites and nitrates.
Connolly. Contact dispatch.
Those are your
happening.
so you're doing polyatomic ions.
We're gonna have
a
look
Okay.
around.
Right.
You're doing like a more standardized general chemistry approach. That's fine. That's good. Most of my education career was involved with a curriculum referred to as chemical thinking, which is this wonderful... I'm going to make sure we have our sensitivity down to 0, because that's where it needs to be. And so polyatomic ions is in first exam material. But it's really just up to universities and instructors, right? To set what their curriculum is going to be. And that is where we're at. Okay, good. In charge of alpha, beta, and gamma particles. Ooh, your chemistry is... Ooh, interesting. Oh, I love learning how other people are being taught chemistry, what their curriculums are like. So yeah, Evil Within is great. You can see we're wet. We're pretty wet. The water hits. It's actually... For how graphically stimulating this game is, I'm just going to go over a quick rundown of what we had to do to get this game to work. I like that you got a new knife. What kind of knife is it, Mild Spicy? Let me know that. And didn't know the common state of several elements. That's all right. There's a lot of... There's a big leap in chemistry in how it's taught, whether it's going to be more memorization, right? Because if you were to ask me things about chemistry, I just kind of answer them, right? But I also have a doctorate in the field, so it's a lot different than seeing it for the first time. So I love seeing how people embrace it for the first time and how they interact with the material. But this game was real buggy on PC. It was real laggy. And for the first time in a long time, I actually tested a game before I streamed it. Big Boss would be proud. And so we ran it through, and it was stuttering, it was lagging. Had to fix the frame rate using the NVIDIA Control app because it kept trying to run off my CPU, which doesn't have a graphics card. So I had to force it to go off the GPU, and then I had to fix the frame rate because it would get this like weird like macro stuttering. Very odd. But we're just going to be going through the hospital now. There's an ad that's going to happen. I think we're just going to snooze that one, honestly. I'm going to use one of my 3 snoozes as we get through this sequence.
Did you hear something?
I played this game for the first time when it released. I played it in my college dorm room my freshman year. Gonna age and date myself a little bit here. I played it on Xbox for the first time, so it's my first time playing on PC.
Are you injured? What happened here?
I spilled a few drops of sodium hydroxide on my finger. It burned.
Impossible.
It's probably a low concentration. But yeah, sodium hydroxide is not fun to get on yourself. If you have never,
might tell us something.
if you're working with a strong acid like HCl, especially HCl, hydrochloric acid, try not to spill it or like spill the beaker over anything. There was one time in a lab that I was working in, and a person had knocked over a beaker. It was only filled about that much. It was one of the small, like 100 ml ones, and it spilled out. And it was 12 molar concentrations, very concentrated. And even to this day, if I think about it hard enough, I can still feel like the burn in my sinuses from that first like breath of the hydrochloric acid. Oh.
What the hell?
I've worked with all kinds of nasty stuff in my day. And now we start the game. Buckle up, everybody. It's about to get real. How many times will I quote Overwatch, thinking I'm funny? There was, in an analytical lab I was in, there was this girl, she was holding a beaker. Just like how you would, you know, I'm going to hold up this cup as an example, right? And you can see where my pinky is. And right where her pinky was, she was a small girl, and she punched her pinky through the beaker. Like, she had been cleaning it, right? So it was like clean, so it wasn't like a super dangerous risk of anything, but she was a bleeder. She bled. Okay, so I can see him butchering. Can I do anything else? No. Oh. Oh, honey. I don't know who that was. That was just a random cop. Oh, press space repeatedly? Oh my god. Here we go. One thing though is because we have like the frame rate up at 60, some strangle attacks and grab attacks from enemies actually do damage based on what your frame rate is. So if you're playing a console and the game released at 30 FPS, it's going to be different at 60 FPS, especially on PC. There are ways to uncap the frame rate, but not really sure if we want to do that right now. So we're just going to be a little crouchy guy here. All right. Oh, okay. Hi. Wait. Okay, co-pilot, go away. You goofy. Oh, space is going to be pickup. Oh, that's fun. Oh, that's fun. Spaces also are like, okay. It says enter, but we get away with space. Now, we don't have to stay crouched the whole time. But we just might. I don't think we do going up the stairs. We're kind of outside of his aggro range here. There's a tripwire up here that we are going to walk into via a cutscene, I believe. Oh no, it's just up here, but it's like before we can interact with it. Yes, I saw the Copper Age update hit, so now the Copper Golems and the Copper Golems that sort your chests and everything are out. It's very exciting. Might have to check out Minecraft here in the next couple days. Slice through the back of the cab. Okay, we're good. We're safe. We made it. And now we have to just not get murdered by the weird sovereigns. And that's the easy part. This is the easy part. And this is the spot where you go. Maybe it's not worth living, having an open wound and a vat of blood from how many people? How many bloodborne pathogens are in here? You don't just have tetanus, you have tetanus, syphilis, and everything in between. Ooh, right. Might have to just sign into the realm. I'm going to try to be attentive of how fast the mouse sensitivity is, because it's very quick. I am moving my hand millimeters. But I love this game. This game I've played through many times on console. I've beaten it. I couldn't tell you how many times. I've beaten it on the hardest difficulty. I've beaten all the DLC. I've beaten all the DLC on the hardest difficulty. Playing on PC is going to be fun. Also, I am proud, Dad. Why are you proud, big boss? Any goodies in here? No? Okay. But the good news is because I haven't really played the game in a very long time. Well, I remember in general kind of main plot points. I'm not really familiar with most of the game. You tested instead of damn the torpedoes. Yes. Yes. Good. Because man, it was so laggy and I was like, why is it doing this? Couple lookups, couple fixes. I actually had to do like things in the launch settings in Steam, which I haven't had to do for a game in a while. But we got that all sorted. Couldn't imagine climbing a ladder. I think, well, actually climbing a ladder with 3 limbs versus 4 probably wouldn't be too bad if one of those limbs was your leg, right? Just have it dangling. A little bit more strain on the upper body. Boiler room note. STEM system operation test begins. Success. Confirmation of brainwave synchronization. Losses minimal. Continuing experiment. Agent collects the data. Anomaly occurs with the subject. The stenographer claimed they weren't feeling well and then fell into a coma for reasons unknown. Doctor orders the STEM system terminated. Okay. Mouse scroll is not... We'll use arrow keys. Excuse me. Staff begin complaining of nausea and falling unconscious one after another. Those who can still move plan their escape from the hospital, but for unknown reasons are unable to. Through the STEM system, though the STEM system would have been deactivated, subjects maintained brainwave synchronization with the host. And at 1400, that man appeared. Oh, push the button. Push the button, Sebastian. Sebastian Castellanos. And consequently, while The Evil Within is one of my favorite games, The Evil Within 2 is one of my favorite sequels. It was such a sleeper punch. No one really knew about it coming out, and I never anticipated a sequel ever being made. But boy, was it good. We will be playing The Evil Within 2 also this month. Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. No, 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 I know he's coming. Yeah, I get it. Can I hide? I want to hide. Hide. Thank you. I remember this part being tricky. God, imagine if this game like connected to the microphone. Wouldn't that be spooky? We're gonna come back from this ad break and be just crying in the corner. Get out of here, man. Oh, good. Alright. Perfect. We made it to the checkpoint. That's what matters. We should be able to get a bottle here. Crouching is super scary. Can't see him.
Can't let him see me.
Yeah, no kidding, Sebastian. Thank you. Can you let him hear you, though? Troll. Oh my. This is not optimal. Oh, just phase your face through it. Just push through, Sebastian. Push through the pain. I don't like making that cross up there. Which way is he coming? If he's coming this way, we can get a little squirrely with it. Looks like he's going that way. Oh. Could be big. Could be large. He's coming back this way. Oh, I pranked myself. Okay. I need a bottle or something. He throws a little temper tantrum. Expected. He's hunting his prey, and the prey keeps getting away. I don't think this game had super intelligent AI, but... Oh, I can sneak under the bed? Oh, I don't like this as my angle, though. This is... Oh, this is atrocious. I may have mucked up here. Shit. Uh-oh. It's okay. It's okay. We're not gaming. We're not gaming. We're not. No. No. I tried to crouch and hide under it. It didn't work. I knew that was... Okay. Okay, so he has a little bit of a... behind him. He has a little bit behind him that he can see. I'm grabbing that bottle. Give me the bottle, demon. Oh, there's the bottle. There we go. Okay. Ooh. Oh. That was a really good pitch. This is so much easier if I'm focusing on it. Similar to Resident Evil, you will be assessed on the number of deaths at the end of the game. My first time playing through the game, I had 99 deaths. I remember it because it was funny. Where's Doom Guy when you need him? Imagine you're trapped in a horror nightmare scenario. Demons rattling the cages. And then Doom Guy just appears. You just hear the heavy metal music start. And then Doom Guy kicks down the door, comes in. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. We have a lot of neat things that are going to happen here also on stream. I have my snack bowl, which is very helpful. I want to start making music and doing more music-oriented things. I saw a joke animation of Doom Guy in a saw trap. Random, do you have thoughts on Doom the Dark Ages? Oh, I don't know. Is this good? I don't think we can play this. Stop. We're just gonna mute that for a second on the stream. And when the cage opened, the demon grabbed the door and slammed it shut again. What's happened so far? The hospital's falling apart, Sebastian. There's an earthquake. We gotta go. But your leg's fine. It's healed. So is the fabric. Is it all in our head? What's real and what isn't? As the tides are turning on this eve. We also turned down the lens flare a bit, because the lens flare is kind of aggressive otherwise. Oh, it's our homie. He commandeered an ambulance for us.
Detective! Get in! Get in!
He doesn't wait for no man. You're either getting in or you're being lost. And there he is again. Ruvik. Oh, we just got a whole bus full of people.
Hey, where's Joseph? Man, I'm sorry, but you never came out. I waited, but... Please, settle down, Leslie.
Settle down, Leslie. Settle down, Leslie. Settle down, Leslie.
One of my, like, I
Still
love
going back.
games that interconnect everything. That you get to kind of see through other perspectives and kind of get to see things. Maybe before the game happens or as the game is happening from different perspectives. BioShock is one of the reasons why I love BioShock so much, right? And The Evil Within does it very well with its DLC, and especially with the sequel game, which is really well done. And while I want more within the Evil Within universe, I don't know if it has to be Sebastian at the helm if they do a third game. But either way, we're going to enjoy this game for all it is. It looks so good. It looks really good.
Shit.
The world is like a Rubik's Cube. We also made a tweet too, because Big Boss was like, you should do a tweet or something, and I did. I've started setting, in unpacking, I found a bunch of candles I had, and some of these wax melt things. Now, I no longer have a thing to melt wax.
Damn it.
I think it got
Cut off from everyone.
removed in the
Everyone must be
one of
dead.
the moves from my ownership. But I just set them on top of my computer,
Just a few
and
bumps,
when my
we're
computer
fine.
warms up, it just makes my room smell really nice.
We
So
will be once we're far away.
I do have a lot of
A
candles.
little further, we'll be
Comedically,
fine.
I have 4 this one, my favorite candle. It's by Yankee Candle. It's called Pink Sands.
Fine.
I have a bunch of them. I have 4 of them because there was a time where the scent like
Fall! Fall!
where you weren't like it was like discontinued for a bit and then they brought it back. Good candle. We are going to be having candles made. I had mentioned it in Discord, but there's a beekeeping conference coming up in November we're going to be attending. And we'll be keeping bees, and we'll be making candles and honey. We'll have honey. I'm very excited. I'm very excited. Chapter 1 clear. Now you might be asking, Mr. Streamer Man, why don't you use the mouse in the menu? I can see the mouse cursor. It's right there.